Welcome back, everybody, to my mini Sailor Moon news series. I'm Ochi. I am a Sailor Moon fan and toy collector that is your source for Sailor Moon merchandise news in the USA and Japan. So my first episode that was released on April 13th was a huge hit. I am so thrilled that you guys enjoyed it and found it helpful. I absolutely love to report on Sailor Moon merchandise news, so I'm so happy you guys are down with me doing this. If you haven't already watched my first episode, basically what these videos are summary videos of all of the merchandise related news on a week-to-week basis for Sailor Moon. So go check out episode 1 if you haven't seen it yet. Holy moly, you guys, this was a huge week for Sailor Moon merchandise related news. Where to begin? So not only did a new Ichiban Kuji get announced, showing us more Sailor Moon Eternal art, but a major USA streetwear brand announced that they would be doing a collaboration with our Guardians. Please hit that like button, folks, and if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, get on it! Join this community where we support the Sailor Moon franchise together. Let's jump right into it. So the first bit of news starts on April 13th in Japan. And on that day, the Sailor Moon official website announced Sailor Moon Eternal Let's Party Ichiban Kuji. Kuji is the Japanese word for lottery, and Ichiban Kujis are sold at convenience stores and other participating stores throughout Japan. And each Ichiban Kuji has like 60 to 80 tickets per lot. And some stores get more than one lot of the Ichiban Kujis to sell. And basically how the Ichiban Kujis work, because I have participated in several over the last couple of years when I traveled to Japan, you let the store staff know how many tickets you want to buy, and you buy the tickets, and they hand you the little cardboard tickets, and you get, it's like a pull tab situation where you open it up and it reveals a letter of which prize you got. And everybody's a winner, so whatever ticket you get, you're going to be guaranteed a prize. The prize letters vary by Kujis, but for this Sailor Moon Eternal Let's Party Kuji, prizes start at the letter A and go all the way to the letter H. And with all Kujis, there is a last one prize, which that means if you draw the very last ticket of the whole lot of the Kuji, you also get the last one prize. As you're looking at the image right here of all of the prizes that is in this Let's Party Ichiban Kuji, you can see that this is brand new artwork featured. So when they announced this, of course fans were like, oh my gosh, look, there are the outers. We finally get Sailor Moon Eternal style outer art. And not only do we see them in their regular party clothes, but we also see them in their Sailor Fukus. So this is awesome! It's only a matter of time now before we get some high quality images of our outer Senshi, but for now, this is what you get. This Kuji will be released September 2020, and tickets are 680 yen each. And on that same day, Premoniacs, which is an anime-themed fragrance brand, announced a Pretty Guardian Sailor Moon fragrance collection featuring all of the 10 Guardians plus the Sailor Starlights. Pre-orders began on that day on April 13th, 2020, and are set to release June 26th, 2020. So back in the USA on April 13th, 𝓗𝓻 dropped this image on their Instagram page with caption, "Coming soon." And what the heck is 𝓗𝓻? I sure the heck didn't know what the heck 𝓗𝓻 was. I am a small town Kansas girl, and I had never heard of 𝓗𝓻 in my entire life. And I expressed that I had no clue what the heck 𝓗𝓻 was on my social media, and you all, the fabulous Sailor Moon community, came to my aid and told me all about 𝓗𝓻. You told me that 𝓗𝓻 is a popular streetwear brand based out of New York. This was all news to me. I had zero idea what 𝓗𝓻 was, and I also had no clue what the term hype beast meant before 𝓗𝓻 announced a Sailor Moon collaboration. Thanks so much again to everybody who messaged me and told me what 𝓗𝓻 was. You guys are awesome. This community is awesome. We all got each other's backs. So fans speculated over the next couple of hours what kind of merchandise 𝓗𝓻 was planning on dropping, because we had no idea yet since they only released this image. 𝓗𝓻 stated on their Instagram that Usagi, Ami, Rei, Makoto, and Minako were all wearing 𝓗𝓻 women apparel. 𝓗𝓻 continued to tease us over the next couple of days on their Instagram page with images of their Sailor Moon collection that they announced would be dropping on Friday, April 17th, 2020 at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And since today is Friday, April 17th, I am able to report on exactly how that launch went. I set my alarm at 8 a.m. to anticipate the 𝓗𝓻 Women Sailor Moon collection launch, because for me, the time it was going to drop at 10 a.m. my time. So I got up at 8, I did all of my morning checks for new Sailor Moon merchandise, and I got ready. So a few minutes before the Kith Sailor Moon collection dropped, I decided to go ahead and get on the website and get familiar with the site, see what their sizing would be, so to give me kind of an idea of what size I should order, just to be ready and prepared for the launch. And right as I went to kithwomen.com, they already had the collection image, and it said shop the collection now, which I clicked, and then it took you to a countdown page. And I took a screenshot, so this is the screenshot of the countdown that I encountered right before the launch. I watched the countdown just for a second, and then I decided to go ahead and check for the size chart to see what kind of sizes I should order. And to my surprise, they had already put up the Sailor Moon sizing chart for their Sailor Moon pieces. They had the names of each of the Sailor Moon items that they would be dropping and the size chart for them. So I was able to figure out which size I wanted before they actually dropped. And for me, it was going to drop at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. Just like the ColourPop launch, I was right there ready to go. I had my credit card number already copied, and I was just gonna paste it in. I wasn't even gonna mess with PayPal this time, because that's what screwed me over the ColourPop launch. So I was just gonna go the credit card route and hope for the best. I didn't have high expectations for this launch since I had already seen a couple of the items beforehand. They weren't something that I was really excited to get. I could take it or leave it, but I did kind of want to own one thing from this collab just to kind of see the quality of the clothing and to see if it's something that's even worth the expensive price tag of this streetwear brand. So right at 10 o'clock Central Standard Time, 11 Eastern Standard Time, the collection launched. And the way that this worked, it told me to refresh my browser, which I did. And I had to do that a couple of times. It wouldn't show the entire collection all at once. Every time I refreshed, an item or two would pop up, and then there would be another little box after all the other items that said refresh again. So I did that a couple of times before the entire collection shone on my screen, and that's when I started to choose the sizes that I wanted from the items I wanted. And it was all kind of a quick cart checkout where you could select the size right on the page showing all of the items, and then that made it a lot easier for the quick launch. You're trying to hurry up and get what you want in your cart so you can check out, because you know these are limited, you know they're gonna freaking sell out. And with the collection drop, we finally got to see the entire collection lineup with their names on what they called them. And I'm just gonna kind of go over the items that they dropped for this collection. They had 6 total styles of Sailor Moon clothing for women. The first one they call an Alexa cropped hoodie, and it ran $145. I'm sorry, I'm laughing. I'm just not really laughing, I'm choking, because that is an expensive price. And they came in 2 styles. There was also the mulberry tees, which looked like a cropped baby doll tee. They had 3 different styles of those at $65 each. Then there was the Jane hoodie, $150 and 1 style. These are mock tees. They were $70 and came in 2 styles. There was also a Chris crew neck, $145 in 1 style. And then the very last piece in their collection was the Sonoma long sleeve tee. They were $75 and launched in 2 styles. And that's basically it for that collaboration. It sold out within minutes, as expected. This is a very popular streetwear brand, as you guys have told me. So I did expect it to sell out very quickly. This collab wasn't my favorite, in my opinion, and I know a lot of you guys agree with me, but I've got no judgment if you were super into this collaboration. I am definitely a believer of, if it makes you happy, by all means go for it. So no judgment if you absolutely love this collab. I'm happy for you, and I hope you got what you wanted. And after everything sold out, it was kind of a repeat of the Sailor Moon ColourPop collection drop, where a lot of people went to social media to express their frustrations at their checkout system that may have booted them out, or the sizes that they wanted sold out too fast, and whatever other technical difficulties they ran into on the website. And since I'm not super familiar with the Kith brand, I am unsure if they plan to restock their Sailor Moon collab. Maybe this was the only drop that they were going to do. I'm not sure. So if anybody out there who knows a little bit more about Kith than I do, let us know down there in the comments if you think they might be doing a restock for fans who may have missed out. I also know they do have United States stores here. However, most stores are closed at the moment still, so I am unsure if they held some stock for those actual stores for when they reopen. Maybe that's a possibility. They could be online only products. Either way, I'll keep you guys up to date if I hear anything that they're going to be doing a restock. So make sure you guys follow me on any of my social media accounts so you can stay up to date if they are planning a restock. And also let me know how it went for you guys if you were interested in buying these items. Drop me a comment down there below if you got what you wanted or if you didn't get what you wanted, and if you're hoping for a restock. Let me know down there in the comments. I'm always interested to hear every Sailor Moon's fan experience on these big Sailor Moon collaborations. That's kind of another thing that I wanted to mention. Yes, this was kind of a dull collab in terms of some of the artwork that was used on the shirts and the other clothing, but let's take this for what it is, and that's exposure for Sailor Moon here in the United States. By Kith doing this reminded a lot of people who may not be as hardcore fans as we are that Sailor Moon was a part of their childhood, and maybe that's going to bring them back into the fandom. So I'm just going to take it for what it is and thank them for the exposure that they gave Sailor Moon, and let's hope for a lot more and more fun Sailor Moon collabs. So on April 16th in Japan, the Sailor Moon official website announced Sailor Moon Prism on Ice will be delayed a year due to the coronavirus. Performance schedule is now June 4th to June 6th, 2021. Fans who already purchased Sailor Moon Prism on Ice tickets will be able to use them next year, and more details on that on sailormoon-official.com. And also on April 16th in Japan, they announced a new Pretty Guardian Sailor Moon Series 2021 schedule notebooks. And they had two sizes that they announced. We have this B6 size, which is 90s anime style. They have Icon, Torso, and Luna and Artemis style covers, and they run 1,500 yen. The A6 styles are Sailor Moon Eternal based. They come in character pattern and icon pattern. Notice the character pattern right here, the back of it, we are teased yet again with Sailor Moon Eternal art for our outer guardians. I hope we get high quality images of those soon, because we cannot wait until September at this point. We know that they're done. We want to see high quality images. And these A6 style of Sailor Moon Eternal schedule notebooks are 1,200 yen. All of these schedule books that were announced covers October 2020 to December 2021. And will be released at stationery and character shops throughout Japan beginning this July. This is not really a merchandise drop, but I do want to mention it. As I was doing my morning checks on all of the websites that I check every day, I did notice on Entertainment Earth's website, the Sailor Moon Eternal Q-Posket pre-orders are now sold out. So if you missed out on those, you'll just have to nab them elsewhere or wait until their official release date in Japan, which is this August 2020, or the United States release date, which is in October 2020, and we'll see if stores like Hot Topic or Box Lunch may add them to their website later. On April 17th, 2020, Shiseido's makeup brand Maquillage also announced they were going to be collaborating with Sailor Moon yet again. This time it was going to be Sailor Moon Eternal based. More details about the Sailor Moon Eternal Maquillage makeup will be released on June 22nd this year, and the Sailor Moon official website humbly asks that you do not pester anybody that sells the maquillage makeup in store about these details. And here's a little trivia tidbit. Maquillage means makeup in French. Alright everybody, you guys have been so great so far. You've stuck with me the entire time. We're almost to the end. I just have one more piece of information to share with you guys. And that is the official Sailor Moon Eternal movie has opened up a Twitter account. You can follow them right now at Sailor_movie on Twitter. You've been a fantastic audience, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning into my very special episode 2 of these little mini series segments that I'm doing. I have no idea what I'm doing with these. I just want to talk about Sailor Moon merch 24/7. So I thank you so much for joining me for this second episode. Don't forget, if you guys are enjoying this little mini series that I'm doing about the Sailor Moon merchandise news on a week-to-week basis, to hit that like button and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already done so. I'll also provide some links down there in the description to anything I may have talked about that requires a link. Can't think of what it was on the top of my head right now, but when I get into the editing process, I will make sure you guys have that information down below in the description. Don't forget to leave a comment either down below if you have any questions at all about anything I talked about today, or if you want to share your experience with the Kith Sailor Moon collection drop. If you have anything to add about how that went for you, please let us know down there in the comments. I'm Ochi. I'll see you guys in the next episode, which is episode 3, and hopefully I'll film it next Friday and stay on my roll that I got going on. Bye guys, stay safe, stay healthy, love ya.